My CES coverage is brought to you by FSP, Patriot, Deepcool, and every single one of you who donated via the GoFundMe campaign. I can't thank you guys enough. Let's get on to the show. I'm here at the Deepcool booth suite, whatever you want to call it, with loads of fun cases and AIOs and a new air cooler that promises to be quite the performer and look good as well. But we're on this side of the room and it's very loud in here, so let's see what we can do to show you some stuff. So I've reviewed the Castle before, and this is one that's not available in the United States right now due to some patent issues, but they're telling me that that might all be resolved with an update coming soon. But what's different about this one is it wasn't available in 360 millimeter before. But this is one of my favorite AIOs. Works very, very well. And this update with a 360 just lets you to have a little bit more headroom. But this one is totally new. Well, except for it's been a product before, but they've revamped it totally. The Captain 240 Pro. And this one has, of course, some ridiculously nice looking RGB on it. And he was telling me, the product specialist, Nick, that there's a bladder inside of this. They're touting this as a no-leak solution. So essentially, there is a bladder that's in the end here that expands and contracts independently to the liquid that's inside, so that if things get hot in there, it's not going to start coming out of the fittings and stuff like that. So they're touting this as the no-leak AIO. So that's pretty interesting, and it looks really good as well with that nice chrome top on it and the little signature Captain tube coming out of the top there, so that looks really nice. And then I've reviewed the Matrix before, but this case here is now in white, and it's still coming in at an affordable price point. This starts at $50 without any fans, and it's $75 with some fans, but they just basically made it white. But it was one of a really, really nice case to work with, so it's nice to see that they're updating it and adding different colors and stuff like that. Very nice case for sure. And then this one is the Matrix 70, so it's a little bit more upscale version to the Matrix 55. And a lot of new stuff with this one, with a glass panel that's removable over the power supply shroud. And know that GPU bracket does not come with it. However, it's a very inexpensive option. So if you have some big fat GPUs in there, you want to eliminate your GPU sag, they actually are selling this for just $15. And it plugs right in and uses the same lighting system that the case uses and that their Captain and Castle series uses. So if you kind of go the Deepcool route, but this is still in pre-production, and they're telling me it might not even include this strip here. So this isn't exactly coming to market just yet, but we should look for it a little bit later this year. And then we have the Mcubed 550 here, and this is an upscale, non-RGB case that they're really going for a clean aesthetic with, that has a lot of their MF fans. We'll talk about those in just a second, but you notice that this isn't very in your face. Actually reminds me a lot of the N-Win 303, but the difference is you can put fans in the front there, and where you can't on the N-Win, and because there is actually intake. And he was telling me that intake actually only takes about 25% of the airflow out of there, so it's not going to choke itself. And then you can actually mount fans in the bottom of this thing too, so there's lots of options for how this thing works. So very, very nice black case. And then the glass panel is held in at the bottom, and it's just removable by that little aluminum pull. And they've got logos hidden about. I don't know if you can see that. There's a logo, GamerStorm logo on there and on the front. But they wanted to make this kind of a sleeper build so that it's not getting in the way. And then they've updated their MF fans. They've listened to me, and that their original ones were way too expensive. And they've eliminated the Bluetooth and wireless capabilities and app from the whole equation. And it just uses their normal RGB addressable system. So it's nice to see that they've updated these fans so that they're not quite as complicated and not quite as expensive. And they should be coming to market later this year as well. So very nice coming from the Deepcool booth here. And then last but not least, they are releasing this beautiful looking Aircooler. It's a competitor for the NHD15, hoping to get a better TDP. They're actually running a demo here where it is not throttling with a 9900K running at 5 gigahertz. So, and it's whisper quiet. I know it's hard to tell in this loud room, but they've actually put these black units on top, and they're calling them spoilers, and they actually look like they'll be functional because they're shunting air over the tops of the heat pipes. And then the rep here was telling me that they've adopted a new heat pipe design that's actually doing way better in cooling performance. So a lot of innovation happening with this nice chromed out, black fan. Just kind of a minimalistic design, but looks really, really nice here, and it seems to be performing very, very, very well. It's the Assassin 3 coming in at $100, launching later on this year, but looks very, very nice. But that's it for me here at the Deepcool Suite. It's been a lovely adventure here. We've got a lot of nice RGB stuff, but I like that they're putting in some of the minimalistic stuff as well with the Assassin Aircooler, and it's not all decked out with RGB. It's just black and chrome and looks really, really nice, as well as some of their cases. So nice here. But thanks very much for Deepcool to have me out here, and we'll see you in the next one.